Hi, this is Chippy, this time with Ultrabook News, and we've got a Samsung Series 9 here, so something a little bit different this time. This is a 1.3 kilograms, it's about 2.5 pounds I believe, 1600 euros worth of Sandy Bridge laptop, 13 inches, but it's ultra thin. It's an ultra interesting device because Intel in the recent Computex event talked about Ultrabooks. And the idea about Ultrabooks is they want to bring in some high power, thin and light, highly secure laptops in the sort of 12, 13 inch range at a sub $1,000 price. This is a device that's got that platform in it, so it's going to be interesting to look at this platform and think about Ultrabooks as they come in sub $1,000 price later this year. So it's a Sandy Bridge platform, so it's second generation Core i5. It is the 2357M CPU. I had to write that down, which is a processor that runs 800 megahertz through to 2.3 gigahertz with the Intel Turbo Boost technology. 4 gigs of RAM. We've got, as I said, 13-inch screen. It's 1366 by 768, and there's a whole load of nice features on the device that I want to quickly show you in this video. First of all, though, we'll go around the device and I'll show you the ports and the layout of the device. So this is lovely packaging we got here, as you'd expect from a 1600 euro product. I'm not going to show you too much about the packaging. I'm just going to get the device out and show you that, because there it is. And as I said, ultra thin and really quite a unique design there. I want to make sure I get that in focus. This is an aluminium casing, or duralinium I think they call it. It's out of the aircraft industry. So that's metal on the front there and kind of hard plastic on the back. It's extremely light for the size of device that you've got there. Matte screen, really nice keyboard, very big trackpad with integrated buttons, and of course you'll see around the sides no ports at all. Well, let me give you a quick rundown of what happens here, because the ports are hidden away in some little flaps there that you can see. So we've got USB 3, we've got a headphone, and we've got a micro SD port on that side. And then on this side we've got another USB 3, we've got a micro USB, and we've got a micro HDMI. So it's micro HDMI, which is your video output on here. The cable's not supplied, so you'll have to get yourself a cable for that, which is a little bit disappointing they didn't supply it. There is a micro USB cable in the device though. Here's the power input here, and on the other side that's some kind of lanyard port here. So as you can see, really nice design, slim all the way around. Let's have a look at the bottom. We have not much at all really. Main thing you need to know is it's a sealed unit. So what Samsung have done is decided to seal the batteries in, and that means you can do away with some of the battery casing. So it means you can actually get more battery in the device. So what they've done is they've laid out multiple lithium polymer, probably batteries, flat ones, and they've got about 64 watt hours I believe the specification is. I'm just checking here, 60, I haven't got the specs here, but I think it's about 64 watts, so it's a significantly large battery for the size, and that's one of the advantages of sealing it in. Of course, the disadvantage is if the battery runs flat, you're going to have to get this serviced and get the battery changed, and that won't be cheap. That's pretty much it on the bottom of the device. So as you can see on the top, that's the metal finish. Let's open that up and quickly go around some of the features. As I said here, matte screen. This is I haven't actually switched this device off yet. It's one of the features that I want to tell you about is the quick start. It just seems to last forever in standby, and it does a really fantastic job of doing a quick start, so you really don't have to turn this off, a bit like the MacBook Air. It's got a backlit keyboard, which is not on right now. I don't know if I can quickly show you that. Probably not. Maybe I have to log in to show you that. I'll quickly do that. Power button here. We've got some lights here. There's a speaker out. No, there's a fan vent at the back here. You don't need to worry too much about heat and fan noise. It's an extremely efficient device. I haven't had any problem with noise on the fan, and in fact you can turn it into a silent mode as well, which is pretty nice. Huge trackpad here with integrated left-right mouse buttons. Now it takes some getting used to. You will find yourself trying to double click the pad and then clicking the mouse buttons by accident. It is a huge mouse pad as well, so you've got the risk of actually hitting it while you're typing. You can lock it out, and of course you can use an external mouse as well. There's probably the one feature that will take most getting used to is the mouse pad on this. I won't say it's bad, I won't say it's good, it's just different. 1366 by 768 screen. Let's try that backlight on the okay, it actually says because the room is too bright here, it won't switch the backlight on for the keys, which is a shame. I'll show you that in another video maybe. So that's pretty much it. We've got camera here as well. I presume there's an ambient light sensor somewhere around here as well, but I can't see it. Overall, really nice build quality as you expect from a $1,600 euro device. It's the Samsung Series 9 900X3A is the model number. We've got a 128GB fast SSD in here. There's no moving parts, which is again pretty important if you're moving about, ultra mobile. We've got 4GB of RAM, and as I said, that Core i5 Sandy Bridge CPU in there. Is there anything else I need to tell you before we close up this video and move on to, I'm going to be reviewing this over the next few days. Windows 7 Pro, of course, you don't forget that the platform also has QuickSync video on it, which is the hardware encoding and decoding for a couple of formats. I think H.264 is the main one you need to worry about. So that really helps with re-encoding videos for things like iPods, iPhones, iPad, and other devices that need specific bit rates and form resolutions on the video. And the other thing I want to mention about this is it does seem to be that you could lock this down into an 800 megahertz mode and really get a kind of netbook style performance, netbook plus I would say. It moves it into the sort of like what used to be called CULV, so sort of 20, 30, 40% more power than a netbook, but within a really nice power band that allows you to work for sort of 8 hours, 7 hours, always on with Wi-Fi. It seems to be really efficient. And in fact, in some situations, even in that mode, it seems to be getting things done quicker than a netbook and therefore saving power because you're actually moving on to the next task or being able to close the device before, as soon as you can. So of course you've got the high power modes as well. I'm just going to quickly demonstrate some of the Intel QuickSync video technology. Here's a 1 minute 37 video. It's H.264 at about 2 megabits per second. I'm going to convert it to an iPad 2 format now. That actually probably would play on the iPad 2 natively anyway, but let's convert it to the iPad format. On a netbook this would take about 4 minutes, I would say, 3 minutes maybe. So we're just going to do this and see how this goes. Watch this bar here and see how quickly that does that. And that's done in 3, 2, 1, end. That was about 6 seconds. So that makes converting, at least conversions, very quick. It's possible it will also help video editing and the encoding process for video editing as well, but we'll test that. So it's the Samsung Series 9, the 900X3A, not an Ultrabook, but ultra slim and at 1.3 kilos, pretty light as well. It's the same weight as a netbook. Expensive, but interesting to look at the sort of power capability on this, processing power capability, and think about Ultrabooks in the future. We'll be testing this and writing more reports at ultrabooknews.com. That's ultrabooknews.com. And you can track new products there as well, because we're going to be tracking all the news and new products that come in over the next months. My name's Chippy. Thanks to Samsung for sending the Series 9 out, and thanks for watching. See you on the next video.